Yo, what's up everybody? Thank you for checking out this video. As you might have noticed, this is my very first video, so I am really excited to be finally starting my own YouTube channel. So this video is as well the start of a series that I will be doing. I will discuss every NBA team's offseason. I will be starting in the West, the Pacific Division more specifically. You got the Clippers, the Lakers, the Suns, the Kings, and the Golden State Warriors in that division. And I will be discussing the Warriors first. So, okay, they had a pretty good season last year. They got further in the playoffs than people expected them to do. Stephen Curry really had a breakout year. Andrew Bogut was healthy most of the season. But they had a pretty exciting summer as well, so they'll probably do even better this year. So let's see who they got. They signed Tony Douglas, Maurice Spates, Jermaine O'Neal, Seth Curry, and Andre Iguodala. And a special mention, they got Brian Scalabrine as an assistant coach in as well. So yeah, they got Andre Iguodala, one of the most wanted players in the league. But they had to do a lot of things to make it happen. They sent over Andres Biedrins, Richard Jefferson, Brandon Rush, cash, and some draft picks over to the Jazz. They did a 3-team trade. The Jazz was one of those teams. They got the most players from the Golden State Warriors. The Nuggets were the other team, of course, otherwise they wouldn't be able to get Iguodala. So the Warriors, they got Kevin Murphy from the Jazz and Iguodala through a sign and trade from the Nuggets. The Jazz got Biedrins, Jefferson, and Rush, like I said before, but they didn't get any player from the Nuggets. The only player that the Nuggets got was Randy Foye, and that makes the trade for Golden State a very good one. Not so much for the Nuggets. And the Jazz, yeah, well, they got some pretty decent players. Biedrins, he can be okay at times. Jefferson is still able to perform at a steady level, and Brandon Rush is just a very good player. You gotta watch out for him. He's a very skilled offensive player, and he's about to hit the prime of his career, so watch out for that guy. So next to Biedrins, Rush, and Jefferson, they also lost Ian Clark, Jared Jett, and Carl Landry this summer. No, not that much of important players that they lost. They did a very big signing in Iguodala, and I'm really excited to see what they'll do with it. So the starting five looks like this now, if everyone's healthy, that is. They got Stephen Curry at point guard, Klay Thompson at shooting guard, Andre Iguodala at shooting forward, David Lee at power forward, and Andrew Bogut as the big man at center. That's a pretty decent lineup. They're going to be a hell of a team to guard. They'll be doing a lot of, they'll have a lot of defensive improvement because of Iguodala, and if Bogut can stay healthy, they'll be a team to watch out for. Let's take a look at the bench. They got a few notable players on there, like Harrison Barnes, Tony Douglas, Maurice Spates, all able to perform at a decent level. And they got Ken Bazemore. They got him for the game NBA 2K14 to use him as an example for the bench animation, so he's really able to provide a spark. And one of the most significant signings that they did this summer as well, they got Seth Curry, Stephen's brother. I don't know if he went undrafted. I'm not really sure about it. But anyway, if they can get Seth up to the same level that they got Stephen to, they're in for one hell of a ride the coming years. Combine that with Klay Thompson, Iguodala, they'll be shooting lights out. You got Bazemore, Barnes coming off the bench, so they'll be a pretty dangerous team, a fast team. You gotta watch out for them. So with that bench and that starting lineup, they'll be pretty successful, like I said, but you need some very important things to happen or not to happen. Bogut, like I said, needs to stay healthy. They need that post presence. That's the only really big guy that they got next to Jermaine O'Neal that they signed. And Jermaine O'Neal, he's had his best years in my opinion. He's not able to perform at that high level anymore. So Bogut really needs to stay in that starting lineup, needs to play big minutes, and they'll be good when they do that. Another thing is they got David Lee, of course, who's always able to bring a spark. You know, whenever he's got to play, he's just bashing himself down there. So he's a very good player to have in that kind of team. You know, and with Barnes coming off the bench as well, those are a few things that will definitely be a key to their success. So yeah, in general, they had a very good offseason, but it's difficult to say where they'll end up in the West. You know, they got a battle against the Rockets, the Clippers, the Spurs, the Grizzlies, and the Thunder as main contenders for the division title, for the Western Division title. So in my opinion, they are able to upset the Grizzlies. You know, the Grizzlies didn't make that much of an off-season change. They rather stuck to the same core that they had last year, and they'll be able to upset them if they play their game. I don't know about the Rockets. If Harden, Lin, and Howard are gonna get together, they're gonna be a very tough team to beat. So yeah, we'll see what happens with them. The Spurs, you know, speaks for themselves, and the Clippers. I'm very curious what the Clippers will do next season, and the Thunder as well. So they'll be going up a lot against a lot of hard teams in the West. You know, you can't count out the Lakers. You know, Kobe's from a different planet. He's a beast. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But I don't think the Lakers will mean that much this year in the Western Conference. So we'll see where they end up. But in general, I am very excited to see what next season will bring for them. So thank you for checking out this video on the Golden State Warriors. Oh yeah, one last thing. If you're here because of my Instagram channel, thank you so much for taking the time to check this video out. It really means the world to me. So if you have an Instagram but you don't follow me yet, please search for Everything Hoops in the search field on Instagram. You know, I post a lot of stuff about the NBA, player movements, free agent tracking. Well, that's mostly during the summer. You know, random stuff about jerseys, sneakers, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, give me a follow, give me a few likes, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. So the next video will be on the Los Angeles Clippers. So make sure you like and subscribe, and stick around for the next video. Peace out.